Hello, everyone, and welcome to another podcast of Porn News Today Live. Anyway, I'm going to dub this podcast, which is going to be part one of a 4-part series called The Trials and Tribulations of Hill and Bridges, because there has been quite the social media drama which has unfolded on Twitter between retired porn star Melissa Hill and mainstream Hollywood actor Todd Bridges, best known as Willis from the 1980s sitcom Different Strokes. Yeah, child star versus porn star. It's a little bit crazy, but I wanted to share with many of you some articles that I have seen on some various blogs in regards to the situation. But again, you can always look at the tweets for yourself that are linked to the Twitter accounts that I have listed below here. So let's go ahead and begin. Now, one of the first articles that I found in regards to this drama was from pimpwikileaks.com. It's titled, "Is Todd Bridges, quote, nothing more than a threatening bully, end quote, or is he a sex trafficking pimp? Ask porn star Melissa Hill." Many people likely remember actor, producer, and director Todd Bridges as the lovable 80s sitcom character Willis from Different Strokes. However, it wasn't too long ago that Todd was a guest on the Oprah show to discuss the hardships of his life, arrests, drugs, etc. Though Todd has been a bit of a poster child for, quote, child stars gone bad, end quote, upon appearing on the Oprah show in 2010, he claimed he turned his life around. The father of two stated he'd been clean and sober for 17 years as of 2010. Strangely, the evening of July 8th, 2018, retired porn star and radio show host Melissa Hill took to her Twitter account to relate some rather disturbing allegations in regards to Todd Bridges, who she apparently dated a little over a month. In one of Melissa's tweets, she states, quote, "Todd Bridges, who claims to stand for family values and who wants to use the popularity of the old sitcom Different Strokes to help save the world, is nothing more than a threatening bully to the women he's romantically involved with," end quote. If Melissa Hill's account of Todd Bridges is true, see the screen caps at the bottom of this post from her Twitter, then unfortunately, Todd may be a bit more than simply a bully. He just may be, or may have aspirations to be, a pimp, especially considering the following tweet from Melissa. "He told me he wanted to buy a big house and fill it up with women and have me manage the women as number one wife. He's associated with the founder of Combat Zone and stated he wanted to create a competing porn company using my name." Ironically, it appears that in 2009, Todd played a pimp in the comedy film See Dick Run. Furthermore, in Todd Bridges' 2010 interview with Oprah Winfrey, he specifically stated, in regards to a certain time of his life, "I was a pimp in a lot of ways. I'm not happy saying that I was, but I was. That's the reality of it. I can't hide behind what I've done wrong, but I can say that everything I did was in the depth of me being loaded." During this time, Todd said he also employed girls as drug dealers so he could have sex with them. According to Melissa Hill, while she was dating Todd, who at one point was also a guest on her radio show, he attempted to isolate her from her friends, which is a common tactic of sex traffickers. According to her, he also bullied her and perpetually gaslit her. It seems the reason as to why Melissa Hill opted to disclose details about her personal relationship with Todd has to do with Todd's apparent friendship with actor Scott Baio, who recently was accused by Nicole Eggert of assault when they co-starred together on the sitcom Charles in Charge in the 1980s. In addition, shortly after Melissa Hill began leaking alleged information about Todd, he immediately began to publicly tweet with porn star Alana Evans, who's president of the Adult Performers Actors Guild Union, a union Melissa once was a part of but elected to resign from. Alana informed Todd that from her perspective, Melissa tends to exaggerate. So the article goes on, and I do highly suggest that you go to the original source to look at all of the tweets that are screen capped when it comes to this particular dispute, because as I watch the mainstream Hollywood entertainment blogosphere, I have noticed that Todd Bridges' peer or associate, Scott Baio, has really been adamant about denying Nicole Eggert's allegations. So I kind of figure that Todd may do the same thing when it comes to having to take legal action against Melissa, but only time will tell, because as I said, this particular situation seems to have reached a standstill, and maybe nothing else will happen, maybe something else will happen, but I do want to share all of it with you. So if you want to learn more about this, visit pornnewstoday.com. See y'all later. Bye-bye.